magical mavens, welcome back to my channel. Join me on my adventures as we step into the energies of the summer solstice and cyclical living, embracing the Midsummer Sabbath and the natural world at this time, using kitchen witchery and home and hearth witchcraft to attune to the solstice. It is my hope, as always, that this video will inspire you and that you find something you would like to try on your own magical path. Midsummer, also referred to as the summer solstice, marks the longest day of the year and the shortest night. In the Northern Hemisphere, it is usually falls between June 20th to June 22nd. That is when it is at the height of power. But you can continue to tap into summer seasonal magic for this time of year throughout the end of July. The zodiac sign associated with the summer solstice is Cancer. The summer solstice marks the beginning of Cancer season in astrology. This event occurs when the sun enters the constellation of Cancer. Cancer season ends on July 22nd. It typically lasts from June 21st to July 22nd, so the energy of midsummer will linger during that period. Both the summer solstice and the start of the new astrological season offer a chance to set new intentions for the coming period. Cancer encourages us to embrace our intuition. Many answers and guidance are stored beneath the surface of our divine selves, and the emotional and intuitive nature of Cancer aligns with the potential for psychic downloads and deeper intuition associated with the summer solstice. We can tap into this intuitive nature of Cancer energies to jumpstart new goals and create strategies to manifest the lives we want to shape over the coming months. At midsummer, the sun has reached its highest point, or zenith, and is at the height of its strength, which traditionally makes this time of year a perfect time to push forward on things you want to manifest by the time of the harvest, or use the sun energy towards more long-term goals to help further them along. On this Midsummer's Day, I decided to pull an oracle card for a message of guidance for the season. The cards are an ancient practice that stem back to ancient Kemet and are connected to the divinity within our inner selves and from our spiritual guides. The card I pulled perfectly aligned with the energy of the season. It was Bear Fruit, a message not only for me, but for the collective at this time. So I will share it with you, my magical ones. The fruit of your labor offers forgiveness. The fruit of your labor invites luck. The fruit of your labor provides joy. The fruit of your labor brings pleasure. When your concentration is directed towards one specific thing, chances are you will reap what is fitting you. You will pull favor where you rest your heart. Common themes at this time are abundance, growth, and fertility. The sun is a powerhouse at this time, and we can direct that energy to charge up and create movement behind our specific goals. Following midsummer, the days will begin to grow shorter, moving us back towards the dark half of the year. At midsummer, we do rituals to honor the sun or God energy at its peak, basking in the light and energy of the season. Bonfires are customary at Midsummer to connect with the energy of the sun. It is also said at this time it is easier to connect to the Fae because the veil thins during the transitionary periods. And also, the earth is blooming with many of the things Fae are said to enjoy, like lush flowers. They are, after all, tied to the plant ally world. This summer, I focused on building my enchanted garden as a sacred grounds where I can connect to the plant ally realm. It is still under construction, but I was able to decorate it more, install raised beds, and grow flowers and herbs for tea and smudge bundles, including marigolds, calendula, and sage. In the garden, it is a time where things begin to slow down and we can let nature take its course. Allow the sun to beat down and encourage the crops now planted in the ground to flourish and grow. We can take a break from the constant work of growing and planting and start to enjoy some of the fruits of our labors. In my garden, I have harvested all of my spring greens, some herbs, peas, radishes, kohlrabi, beets, broccoli, and cabbage, all filled with the energies of the sun. Now that all my plants are in the ground, now is the time that the fall crops are harvested, and all the summer crops like tomatoes, peppers, melons, okra, cucumbers, beans will all spring to life. As I continue on my journey with cyclical living, one of the ways I have grown in this practice and embracing the seasons is with kitchen witchery. For me, that is the growing, harvesting, and eating of local food that I have raised myself in order to embody the planetary and solar energy stored in the food at the time it was grown and harvested. Not only are the foods more nutritionally dense, but the sun energy in foods you grow or buy from your local farmer will be more potent. As we eat of Mother Nature, we stay aligned with her and receive of her messages. Foods that are processed, genetically modified, or bioengineered do not have the same DNA structures as natural foods, and your body will not receive the same messages from them. Instead of being filled with the life and evolution that comes with the sun energy, the body becomes unbalanced and some might argue more easily programmable. That is something to think about, and it is a bit of a darker topic, but also a very important one, and connects to our ability to do magic and be at our greatest potential. A healthier body will go farther and achieve greater. I am not perfect, and everywhere you turn, there is poison in the food, but I do try my best and encourage you to do the same. For this midsummer celebration, I made a few traditional dishes for the Sabbath, including a roasted beet and orange dish and rosemary cookies. I also added carrot hot dogs to the menu. The roasted beet dish brings the energy of the sun that is stored in the root vegetable, I chose the carrot hot dog dish for the same reason. I selected both red and orange meats to represent the colors of the sun. For the dish, add juice from 2 oranges and orange zest and layer the dish. Season with pepper and salt and then top the dish with rosemary and bake. Rosemary is also ruled by the sun and is traditional in dishes at this time of year. It contains the properties of protection and cleansing or clearing. Both can be useful when it comes to starting or furthering goals. For the rosemary cookies, you will need 1 cup of butter, 1 cup of sugar, 3 cups of flour. Reserve half cup of that flour for the work surface when kneading. 3 to 4 tablespoons of chopped rosemary. It is recommended that if it is fresh rosemary, use less. I personally used 3 tablespoons of fresh rosemary and the cookies were divine. Just ask my coven members. They took several home and I nibbled on a few over the week. Cream the butter and sugar together. Add 2.5 cups of flour and the rosemary. Knead until the dough begins to crack. Then roll out until it is a 1/4 inch thick and use a cookie cutter to cut into fun shapes. If you have cookie cutters shaped like suns, that would be ideal. I still need to invest in those and the pentagram one I saw online, so I used what was available to me, which were stars, hearts, and clouds. Bake on an ungreased cookie sheet until lightly browned. For me, that was about 45 to 50 minutes. Part of my kitchen witchery tradition at each Sabbath has been to create a simmer pot. A simmer pot acts similar to magical incense, but in this case, you are using the power of water and herbs to imbue your home and your life with whatever energies are appropriate for your purpose. It can also be aromatherapeutic. For my summer solstice simmer pot, I use water for life, oranges for positivity, lemons for health and abundance, rosemary for protection, mint for purification and prosperity, rose petals for love and happiness, lavender for peace and calm. You may also add charged moon water if you have it, or water charged by the sun. During this solar shift, my mind continued to revisit the oracle card, Bear Fruit, which was aptly attuned to the season. I decided to really tune into the message and work on endeavors that I had shelved due to the weight of life's responsibilities, and use this supercharged period to bring my goals to life, including book study and establishing a routine to bring order and more room for growth. So, magical ones, how did you spend your summer solstice? Share with me how you are growing in your practice and perhaps embracing the seasons. Please feel free to comment below. Also, please like this video if you found it inspiring. I would also like to take this time to say thank you to the subscriber who sent me a little gift via my Cash App. I really do appreciate your support. As always, whatever your practice, I hope it is making each day a little more magical. Until next time, magical ones, sending you the brightest of blessings. Willow Rose.